The best gaming keyboard can transform your gaming experience, providing more fluid movement with customizable actions and a great tactile response. If you spend a lot of downtime playing PC games, you'll want to make sure you're rolling with the best keyboard to complement your playstyle. Regarding the best of the best, the Razer Huntsman V2 Analog is a tough act to follow. Its analog mechanical keys provide one of the most satisfyingly clicky tactile experiences and feel absolutely fantastic to use. Key actuation is fully customizable. Key presses can be customized with dual macro programming, and of course, it's decked out with gorgeous Razer Chroma RGB lighting. To help you find the right model, we've listed the top 5 best gaming keyboards and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you, and as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Number 5. MSI Vigor GK71 Sonic. Robust mechanical gaming keyboard with a fast actuation. In a sea of full-size gaming keyboard, choosing the best for you isn't going to be straightforward. However, the robust MSI Vigor GK71 Sonic is an easy choice if you're searching for something fast. True to its name, it's built for speed and therefore fast-paced titles. It comes in 2 versions, one with a red switch and another with a blue switch, with the blue switch version being the model we tested. The blue clicky mechanical switches require slightly heavier presses, though not by much, but they do have a shorter actuation distance of 1.4 mm. This can be a double-edged sword, as we found it easy to accidentally activating a key when we've got a finger resting on it. Still, the switches themselves are also incredibly fast and responsive, made for pro gamers. And while the software is a bit minimalist, there are several features that give it value. There's a unique dual-touch volume wheel that delivers a surprising touch of convenience we didn't even know we needed, and a plush wrist rest that keeps users comfortable. A fantastic new entry of the full-sized gaming keyboard variety, the MSI Vigor GK71 Sonic may just be the right option for gamers with a need for speed, thanks to its fast actuation, back-to-basics software support, and conveniences. That non-customizable fast actuation can be a bit of a double-edged sword, though. Number 4. Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro. The best wireless keyboard for gaming. The Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro may just have cemented Razer's status as the king of gaming keyboards. With this new entry, the manufacturer has finally thrown its hat into the ultra-low-profile gaming keyboard ring. And while manufacturers like Keychron, Logitech, and Roccat got there first, it looks like Razer made good use of that time between its rivals' releases and its own launch to create something better. Don't get us wrong. Ultra-low-profile gaming keyboards like the Logitech G9015 Lightspeed, Roccat Vulcan Pro, and the Vulcan 122 AIMO for mechanical switch fans still have their place in the world. We will forever be fans of these entries, and this author specifically will happily put them on rotation. There are so many excellent options out there that it almost doesn't make sense to just get one. And if you've ever checked out other gamers' setups on social media and YouTube, you know that there are many others who do the same. At the same time, for gamers who only need one or don't have the budget to start a collection, choosing that one keyboard to rule them all is the way to go. And the Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro might be, in several ways, superior to those that have come before. It has a shorter actuation point than the Roccat Vulcan Pro, faster wireless connectivity than the Logitech G915, and a better feeling optical switch than any of them. Really, the only thing that might put people off is the price. Over $200 is nothing to joke about, especially for a gaming keyboard in the current economic climate that we're in. Or is it especially because Rockat's Vulcan Pro is much more affordable and the G915 is cheaper now? Number 3. Corsair K100 Air Wireless. Premium gaming keyboard with a whole lot of features. The Corsair K100 Air Wireless might have blown away the likes of the Logitech G915 and Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro in terms of performance and features. It isn't going to be for those who need something kitted out or want to save money on gaming peripherals. But as a premium option, it certainly gives you a lot of bang for your buck. It's not just thinner and better to type on, it's also a lot faster with that 8000 Hz refresh rate, making it terrific for esports. Feature-wise, it boasts media keys, hotkeys, and dedicated macro buttons, as well as its ability to layer different RGB lighting effects via the IQ software. Performance-wise, we found it to roll out incredibly fast responses, even when you're slumming it at 2000 Hz. Combine that with the pre-travel of 0.8 meters, and your key presses are registering long before the key bottoms out. You'll find this low-profile keyboard to be incredibly responsive. whether you're a casual gamer or a pro. The Corsair K100 Air Wireless might have just blown away the likes of the Logitech G915 and Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro, which is saying a lot, and for not much more in price. This gaming keyboard is thinner, faster, better to type on, and comes with a lot more features. Number 2. Roccat Magma, the best budget gaming keyboard. The Roccat Magma isn't as robust as its pricier counterparts, but when it comes to budget gaming keyboards, there are sacrifices that have to be made. Luckily, it makes up for that in a massive way with surprisingly fast and accurate performance. During testing, this membrane gaming keyboard delivered an incredibly and surprisingly punchy performance thanks to its fast, accurate keys. We found moving and performing actions were swift and responsive, a boon during intense multiplayer gameplay, while keeping all that button mashing quiet so you can play all night long without annoying your roommates. If you're an RGB fan, you'll love the semi-transparent top plate with 5 RGB lighting zones underneath that simply light up the whole thing. Best of all, it's incredibly cheap, making it the best gaming keyboard for gamers on a tight budget. Swarm, unfortunately, isn't quite as robust as Corsair's IQE software, and there are some gimmicky options it could have done without, such as the aforementioned sound effect option. However, it's still a good bit of software for beginners to have a play around with, and the ability to change default keybinds is certainly a very welcome accessibility option. The Roccat Magma doesn't make the best first impression with its cheap-feeling build and overwhelming RGB effects. But once you're used to it, you'll find an incredibly competent and delightfully punchy gaming keyboard that won't break the bank. And while it's missing some of the cooler features of pricier mechanical keyboards, the Magma is still a great entry-level choice. Number 1. Razer Huntsman V2 Analog, the best gaming keyboard overall. Combining the latest optical technology and Razer's analog mechanical key switches, the Razer Huntsman V2 Analog is good enough to get a 5-star rating from us. That's underselling it. This gaming keyboard delivers the best typing and gaming experience of any keyboard we've tested in the last few months, with extremely satisfying tactile feedback and a wrist rest that's designed to let you game for longer. It allows actuation point adjustments between 1.5 ms to 3.6 ms in increments of 0.1 ms, which is a blessing for any competitive players. And it boasts dual macro ability, so you can program 2 actions on a single key press across different pressures. Rounding those features out are the most comfortable wrist rest we've ever used and a built-in twin cable. As far as keyboards go, it is sitting on the expensive side of things, but it's definitely worth it. The Razer Huntsman V2 Analog is available for $250. From the official Razer website, with stock coming to authorized resellers on February 9th, 2021. This is an alarmingly expensive gaming keyboard, but that isn't to say that it isn't worth the high price tag. The aforementioned SteelSeries Apex Pro will set you back $199, and while the Apex also makes frequent appearances on best of lists and allows for custom actuation settings, it doesn't include as many features as the Huntsman V2 Analog. The Razer Huntsman V2 Analog gaming keyboard combines the latest optical technology and Razer's own mechanical key switches to provide both the best typing and gaming experience we've had in a long time.